I'm very excited. I love these drafts coming out, especially from Team Spirit. 5-on-5 smoke situation here. Level 1 team fight might happen. See if they go for it. There is going to be a bit of a wraparound here from MLPD. Rebel's there as well. Maposhka can break the smoke. MLPD going to run right into them. Who's going first though? Sticky bomb placed. They've got a double stun out from Yatoro. And MLPD, he's just going to drop. No chance of survival. Team Spirit, very nice positioning there with their own 5-man smoke. And
we'll go for the rotation on the 4-minute mark just to block off the bottle refill here for Toronto Tokyo. But you are at that point in the Sand King where, again, level 5, just focus on farm.
MLPD's dropping quite low here, John Mira. He's going to have the blast off available. He's still going for the man fight. In fact, Sticky Bomb's now out. MLPD very confident, but the shackles going to come out a bit too late. Mira able to secure a kill.
They could just drag the Tiny in, even just drop the wards if they wanted to eventually for MLPD once the levels are up. And that's something Team Spirit has to really be on point with defending. They can't afford to bleed that farm away to the side of HELLRAISERS.
Well, stun out. They've got the Ench now. Burrow Strike will be there. Toronto Tokyo to follow up as MLPD does end up going down bot lane. So split kills across the map, but all of them go the way of Spirit.
They're hitting that mark again where their supports are starting to build up. They've got this presence with push that they can pump out. Your Ember wants to look to be active at this point. Rebel again with phase boots corrosion hits hard.
MLPD, he's gone. There's one thing about techies, John. You may have changed the hero, but he still dishes out so much damage.
It's just consistent. Again, DK combination is pretty good. Okay, the tier crafting does pay off. Limitless up top, though.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Toronto Tokyo with a very nice initiation. Does end up committing the epicenter, but it's just well worth it. So he even gives the tip over to Yatoro.
Team Spirit, again, starts to look for the aggression. They're also building up onto that blink here for collapse. Double blinks up. Lots of ways to take the angles in these fights. Rebel has to be really cautious once that DK blinks up because he's going to be very susceptible to the chain stuns.
Oh, here we go, mid lane. A bit of a fight breaking out as it looks like they've got the Sand King and they will take Toronto Tokyo down. But in the meantime, at least they'll find the end here for Team Spirit.
Drop the wards. That still hasn't changed as well. Not going to take too long with a minus armor coming through from the Orb of Corrosion. They do have really good wards to spot this as well from HELLRAISERS to defend their position, although...
Yeah, Collapse going to move in. They've got the Tiny into the Fiend's Grip, Watson. Well, I guess you can't get kited if you get Fiend's Grip, John. Roshan, though, is still going to drop the way of HELLRAISERS, so you give up the Tiny's life. Maposhka, he's going to be just fine. Mira will keep him protected with the Sticky Bomb, and John, I couldn't help but notice you giggled there. What's going on? In fact, hold that thought, because there is going to be a Dragon Tail coming out. So they are going to try indeed to go after the Ench, and well, eventually they'll have him. Collapse, he will pick up the kill on the DK.
And it's again just...
Oh, Yatoro!
Oh no.
Oh, Yatoro gets caught with his pants down mid lane, John, and... I mean, it was a great kill on the Tiny earlier, but now you gave up your own Sven.
With a protection of the Aegis here, for Rebel, they've got a lot of room to just apply that map pressure and take over that top chunk.
On top lane, Limitless, he's going to start the push onto that tier 2. Toronto Tokyo going to move right in with the epicenter and Burrow Strike, but there are many heroes around to try and protect. Collapse, he'll jump in to follow. They've got MLPD down. Rebel, he's still going to try and go for the fight, but it seems like they are lacking the damage. So they'll use the arena defensively just to be able to retreat. And with that, Team Spirit, they're grouping up. They want to keep going. They know HELLRAISERS. They're hanging around that same area in the dire jungle. Courier is going to go down, which should give that information back the way of HELLRAISERS, but the jump is in. They actually missed the Spear of Maposhka. He's going to walk out scot-free, and now they've got the Ember. That'll be your Aegis gone. Toronto Tokyo holding on to the Burrow Strike. Will time it perfectly right into the Fiend's Grip, and he's just going to explode. Can they get any more? It looks like they probably can. They've got the Ench trapped up. He's going to try and go for a bit of a run, but Sticky Bomb's going to be there, and he is going to be a very slow deer. It's a very nice venison there for Collapse. And Team Spirit, they look like they want to fight. It's kind of hard to go into the Serpent wards, as they are going to scout out here with the Harpy. The Harpy Scout's going to give all the vision, Jonathan. There's no way for Mirror to get out of this one. Or is there? He's still fighting. He'll go for a blast off, and it does land, but eventually will drop.
But it's really that farm that's concerning, because you are looking at that recovery for Yatoro. He has his Echo Saber, he has his Mask of Madness going into that BKB now.
Oh, Limitless going to get caught out top lane again. Maposhka, he's just so good at hanging around that tree line, just waiting for someone to show up. Because again, at some point, even though you and I don't have any faith in this Sven pick, it probably will work out. It is Yatoro after all. In fact, here we go again. Collapse. Gonna get stunned up into the follow-up, and he just gets blown up. Oh boy, Yatoro, he's hitting hard. There's one thing that hasn't changed on. Sven does still hit very hard when you pop that R button.
Toronto Tokyo dominating that mid lane to an extent up against Rebel has been really strong. I think for HELLRAISERS, they've got to get their initiation lineup. Team Spirit, though, are going for that smoke play.
Yeah, they're gonna find the Eng first up. Him gone. Roshan has just spawned up. This could be terrible timing for HELLRAISERS. That's a little bit problematic here for HELLRAISERS and Team Spirit. They're going to get away with it. A free Roshan to go the way of the Dire. In fact, Spirit are already setting up for the mid lane, trying to force a fight. There's your 5-man smoke up, broken by Toronto Tokyo, who pops the BKB. He wants to move in, but who's the target? Manatee, he'll be the first one on the Shaman. Already gone. As Spirit, it looks like that might be it. They'll leave it be. No other target showing right now, as they're going to miss another spear. Oh, they've missed another one. Arena down. Watson, he's looking for someone to hit, but no one around. He'll get stunned up. He does not have the BKB available quite yet. Still moving away, trying to retreat, but now Yatoro right on the backside. He's got the tiny down. Collapse, he will drop, but they've got the Ember held up here by the Fiend's Grip as he's out of mana. He'll still charge up. They'll at least find the Aegis, though. Yatoro gonna lose that secondary life, or at least the first one.
Don't quite find what they're looking for. This is some much needed space for HELLRAISERS. They're trying to shove in that top. They've got the threat for the Shadow Shaman wards, but the response is here from Team Spirit.
It certainly is. They've already found the Shaman. See you later, Melody. Serpent wards were dropped, but they're just going to be farmed up here from Team Spirit.
Like triple blink, triple BKBs. These guys are just ready to fight every single time, ready to respond. It's starting to feel like this is the point where you kind of need to see a little bit more from Rebel. He's still a ways off from something like the Axe. He does have a Maelstrom from damage output, but...
We've got a Hurricane Pike available, but the disarm is there from Mira. Mira going for the D ward. Meanwhile, Yatoro does end up finding Limitless once again, as there is still a fight going on in the backside on this Eng. Mira is still surviving. He's going to walk away and actually tips over to the Eng. As can they get the TP away? Not quite. Collapse. He's going to make it in time. Oh boy. The disarm comes in clutch. I mean, they could see the top tier 1 being pushed, and that'll give him enough information to try and sneak up from the backside. See if it does work out, though. Problem is, you do have the mines available. It's going to make it very obvious the smoke's happening. So Team Spirit, they want to go for the fight. They're more than happy with the info they've been given for themselves from Mira. These proximity mines. One of the very annoying things is now the jump is there. Collapse, he'll be out. Spear, not going to land. The BKB was out in time from Collapse. They do take down Melody, and after Limitless they go. Rebel, he'll make the jump in. He'll try, but it's so much damage from Yatoro. Just taking them all out. Here comes the man fight. Watson on the Tiny, trying to be the real Sven, but he is not going to be it. Oh, they wiped them out. You know what, John? This Techies hero might be kind of broken.
Like Techies DK. I think that was a big foundation they had here for Team Spirit. Just Dragon Tail stun into Sticky Bomb, into Blast Off.
Smoke on smoke situation. John Rebel gonna be spotted out first. There's the blinking Collapse. He's a bit too early, but Toronto Tokyo on the backside already finding the Tiny. Melody, he's the real target. Rebel's down. Melody's down as well. This doesn't look like the team fight. HELLRAISERS, they need to back off right here, right now, but Yatoro, he's all over Watson. There goes your Tiny. No buyback available. They just call it. GG, and immediate disconnects to come out from HELLRAISERS. I think Watson was not too happy about this game 1, John. And I'll tell you what, with a draft like what Team Spirit came up with, I wouldn't be happy either. HELLRAISERS, they have their backs against the wall. They need to be able to pull off this game 2 victory to try and force us to a game number 3 and not get relegated down to Division 2.
You can always out of range creep. Like, that is one way to just steadily build up. There's some pressure here for Team Spirit to constantly block large camps, although Gilgir can't jump out of here.
No, he certainly can't, John. There's another Stifling Dagger available, so Maposhka will happily take the kill on the Bane. Yatoro, he won't mind too much. Bot lane, Limitless, unable to land the spear into the tier 1 tower, so Maposhka is going to walk away scot-free. Just for a bit of a brain sap and reset himself here on the Bane. Top lane, a bit of action breaking out as Watson now is being chased down. Collapse does get the shield crash off. Watson dropping very low and is gone. Back Melody, he's not safe either. Mira can just chase him to the ends of the earth and just takes him out with a Germinate. No problems whatsoever here for Team Spirit in this off lane. It's Collapse top lane. Almost goes down to Watson, but it's not quite enough damage.
And the freeing up of the side lanes is helping out Watson. Collapse.
Yeah, he might be in a bit of trouble. Collapse. Gonna go for a bit of a run in the fog with the tree line. Is not gonna be fine. Gilgear able to land the arrow, but now Mirror's gonna move in, trying to go on Malady. It doesn't seem like he's gonna have enough damage though. Malady just gonna chase him down with the Hellbear Smasher. Mirror, he's gonna try and turn now, but the heal is already there. There's no real choice. He does have to let Malady go. A very nice kill there. The bot lane, it looks like Limitless is going to be in a spot of danger. Does get a nice spear away, but Yatoro is going to save the blink and does commit it to take down the Mars. So I suppose you have a bit of an even trade across the map here with these two teams.
They're still applying that pressure top as well. Malady?
Is going to go down. Watson will try after Mirror and does manage to get him. Rebel does rotate. In fact, now Maposhka, he TPs right into the Ember. This could be a little bit problematic, but he will brain zap and dukes out the arrow. Rebel, he'll still go for the chase, but he doesn't have another remnant, so he won't be able to commit to the kill. Malady will take it and just takes it with the neutral creep. Slow moment here, though. Hellraisers, they are rotating up top. Mirror is going to be scouted out, but he's fine with the Sakuchi available. Instead, they're going to try and just collapse onto Collapse, but he's actually going for the fight. Gilgear still alive, but Rolling Thunder is going to be there. They do at least find Mirror and the Mirana. He is going to get away. Collapse forced to roll his own way out. The Rebel is actually going to chase him down and might actually have the chains out. Does land it. The Pango will have the swash available. Does commit it in the end, juking out the arrow, but Gilgear going to chase him down. Maposhka going to try and save with a nice nightmare. It's not going to be enough, though. They'll still find the Pangolier, as Gilgear is somehow still alive. With the uphill miss from Maposhka, he will not be able to secure the kill.
Yeah, it's starting to work towards that Dragonlance, but our PA is also inching towards that Battle Fury. And that is still a concern. How do you handle this TA down line? PA, you don't have the best match damage here.
Phage Grip is out. They've got Rebel in the mid lane. Gilgear unable to cancel it off. Still, they do go on with the Burrow Strike. They've got the follow-up, and they've got Rebel down. Spirit with a massive pick up there,
and finally put a bit of a dent in Yatoro's farm here.
Top lane, there could be a bit of action to break out. Top tier 1 tower's gone. Rebel, though, has rotated over to try and deal with Collapse. Chains are going to come out into the arrow setup, and they've got perfect setup there with a massive stun onto the Pango. Collapse, he's still alive, still trying to move out, but he's not going to make it. In fact, towards the south, they even found Maposhka. With the Wild Ring Ripper, they'll push him back, and they'll get another kill here for Hellraisers. Have they got another? They found Yatoro.
You still need that Battle Fury to be up and running for Yatoro, and even then, not in fighting form. Working towards that BKB next. So a little bit more stall required here for Spirit. Hellraiser's not going to allow him to do that. Still grouped up, looking for that tier 2 then.
Yeah, Toronto, Tokyo, he's just trying to farm up that blink, but the dust is there. Limitless has a nice arena into the spear. It's a great setup. Maposhka, he's going to cop the arrow. Nice Burrow Strike, though. They've got the Mirana down. Maposhka with the Fiend's Grip out, but where's your follow-up? He's held down the TA. She's out of mana, but Maposhka is going to drop. Nobody else was able to TP down and help out in that team fight. And so they do get Watson out of there. Well, they back off at the right time here on Team Spirit. At least Yatoro, the exact right time, avoiding the smoke rotation from Hellraisers is now Team Spirit. They're going to go for a 4-man smoke. Malady, he might be around to break it. In fact, he does. Toronto, Tokyo, not reacting, just running towards the north. They have vision on Watson. The TA gets caught out and is gone. They could not react fast enough to help, but they're going to try and force the fight anyway. In jumps Rebel. Toronto, Tokyo, though, with a double Burrow Strike out. They still want the fight. A great nightmare. Toronto, he's still alive. Collapse. With the Rolling Thunder is still looking for a target. But Rebel, he moves in with the Sleight of Fist and takes care of the Sand King. So they'll even find Malady. Limitless, well, he's stuck around and he might just get punished for it. The arrow, not going to land on Mirror. Rebel, he'll keep going. Disarm is there though. Collapse, he wants to keep the fight going himself as they've got the Ember down. How's this team fight working out for Team Spirit? Gilgear, he can't run. A full team wipe for Team Spirit. And it was a very messy affair, but somehow they make it work.
Double damage does present itself here though. And Hellraisers with a ward, with a trap, do see that. So to be able to find themselves a nice opportunity with that. Again, still have the chance for Roche.
They've at least found Maposhka. That might set up their Roshan potential now as they do take the Bane out. Miposhka does have buyback, and they'll go with the Desolator up on the TA. It won't be too long till they do end up taking this one out. The question is, do Team Spirit want to try and fight this? They are moving their way up, and Mira, he will be able to scout out for his team, but can they get there in time? They're going to get cut off mid lane. Moonlight Shadow collapse. He's going to be very careful as the chains are out. Into the arrow, but the Burrow Strike. Toronto Tokyo. He jumps right in. Gilga's gone. Rebel, he's still trying to fight, but he can't make it out. He's gone to boot. In fact, now the Rolling Thunder. Collapse. Oh, the revenge from the Pango. Triple kill out for Toronto Tokyo. And suddenly Roshan's going to go the way of Team Spirit. How do they do it, John? Every time. In they go again to Watson now. Watson, he's going to try to retreat, but they're all over him. In fact, Melody, he's the final piece of the puzzle. He'll try to go for a TP up, but Miposhka's going to be there with an immediate nightmare. How do you do that?
Their smoke leads to an objective. They managed to take map control. HELLRAISERS couldn't really do much for their own smoke. Right, like they just kind of waste time. They're not able to farm up in that downtime. They split up, trying to get some efficiency back. They do have this BKB on Watson.
Oh. Rebel, he's going to be okay. They don't have enough perma-stun to lock down the Ember. In fact, collapse. He might get chased down. Limitless, having a look around with this Moonlight Shadow, wants to try and initiate. Is it really a good idea? Toronto Tokyo, he already read it, but the epicenter never went off. Arrow is going to land. The Sand King dropping very low and should go down, and eventually does. They will pick it up with Watson. Team Spirit, they're still going to try and move in with the feed drip. They've got the TA caught out. Watson, he's going to pop. He's just going down. Yatoro, he'll just keep going on his own. Moving in. Rebel does at least take down Miposhka, but can he handle the damage of the PA? It doesn't seem like it as Yatoro. He'll just keep going. A nice spear away, though, onto that PA, just forcing him back. They will allow the mask to get out. Just barely. Melody, ticking out, might just go down. And it looks like he may to the Spirit Vessel. In fact, he's one hit away. They'll find him. As in we go again. Yatoro finding Gilgear. And Rebel, he's just going to have to run. As Mira will keep up the vision. Yatoro, he'll be there to follow up. Rebel does have one remnant to commit. As Limitless is going to be around to try and help him out if necessary. In fact, Gilgear even commits the buyback just in case. But it will amount to nothing. It does seem like they're very well aware the smoke has happened. HR going to move into that Radiant Triangle, but there's your counter smoke out. Now Team Spirit, they're going to run right behind Watson. He can't be the first one to get caught out. He's going to back off to the high ground at the right moment. As Moonlight Shadow is going to be popped. They have a sentry around, but Limitless has jumped in, but a quick Burrow Strike. Toronto Tokyo is in. Limitless, he does take down Miposhka. The Bane's gone. Meanwhile, Watson going after Yatoro, but he's still alive, moving onto the Mars. Can he survive? It seems like he can. The PA's fine for now, but Rebel is going to be able to take him out. As HELLRAISERS, they lost Watson. They lost the TA anyway. So both position ones going down. And now Collapse is going to move right in, already draining the mana of the Ember, taking down the Mirana. And they wipe them out again. They take down the Phantom Assassin, John, but it just doesn't matter. HELLRAISERS, can they make it in time? Roshan's already at half HP, and it doesn't seem like they're quite going to be able to make it. As the scan is out, but it's all too late. Roshan is going to go the way of Team Spirit, but they may still try to force the fight here. HELLRAISERS, they jump in. Miposhka, a great target to start with. Collapse, he'll go for the Rolling Thunder, finding the Ember. Meanwhile, Yatoro right onto Watson, right after the Jugular. He wants the TA gone, and he's got him. Just crits him down, no problem. As Melody, he will be the second to drop. They've got to back off here, HELLRAISERS. They can't force this fight any longer, but they'll lose a third. Mira will pick up a double. And you saw Yatoro, John, just no hesitation. You've got that time lapse onto your allies now available. And, well, how do you kill this PA now?
It's feeling impossible. And that's more than enough to get a couple of crits on the PA if you do get the lucky dice roll. So you still have a big window for Team Spirit to play around. Abyssal already up for Yatoro. Very close to, in fact, a full Abyssal as well for Collapse. So yeah,
Watson
just bashes through.
Watson, they're going to see each other. Yatoro and Watson just going to man fight in the backside where everyone else is just fighting. Who the hell cares? This TA is in massive trouble. Watson, he's going to try and turn around, but Yatoro, he's just jumping right back in. There's Aegis gone though. They'll get the first life, but can they get this TA out of there? It doesn't seem like a Toronto. He gets a nice stun off. Still the chase continues. Maposhka, he will drop a collapse. He gets Watson down as Rebel. He'll get bashed up mid-dagger. No problem. Team Spirit, they find 2 cores for the sake of a pos 5. And it's into tier 3 towers they go. They want Melody, and they might just have him. Yatoro, he'll go for a chase. Does he want to blink in? Oh, he blinks it onto the Mars. Look at that, Limitless. He thought he was safe. He was not.
The side of Hellraisers from making any sort of plays themselves. And again, just the build up of these bashers, going through the BKBs, preventing that one big win condition versus Shrine. Oh no.
Oh, well, no crits coming out. Melody, he's okay for now, but not for long. Johnny, he should be down, and there you go. There's your crit. Eventually coming out for Yatoro.
They still have fight left in them. They've got to find the angles. They've been on point in jumping Maposhka, but your issue is not just Maposhka anymore. You also have to find Mira. You have to prevent that time lapse back on the Bane, because the Fiend's Grip will still come
look at
out.
that. He jumps right in. Gilgear, he's going to survive for now. Yatoro dropping a little bit low. Collapse, he'll jump in. Nice spear out. It's going to be on the Weaver. Nightmare, it'll buy a bit of time, but Toronto Tokyo is in with the Burrow Strike, and now the Fiend's Grip onto the Ember. They just lock him down forever. There's no escaping. This could be the final team fight if Hellraisers can't make it work. It's Collapse. He'll be out. It's a 4v3 situation. Yatoro, he's a bit low on mana, but he might just jump in anyway. They're onto Watson. Can you lock him down, though? It's into the tier 4 towers. Spear, it's not going to land. Yatoro, he's out of mana now, and he might just have to go for the racks instead. And will. But that'll be it for them. It's time to reset for Team Spirit. Meanwhile, the rest, hanging around that dire triangle. Hellraisers. Gilgear, he might be in position to break the smoke. It's Maposhka. He'll move right in. There's your ward out. They'll see a free Mirana kill, and they'll take it. Can they find anyone else, though? There is no buyback on Gilgear, so perfect timing as well. Nice little penta-edge sword there if Yatoro wants it. He's going to keep the... No, he's going to take it. Of course he is, John. Why not?
Gotta get that old school Sanj.
Oh boy. Bash out. They caught the TA. Yatoro's right in. Watson. He's going to BKB up and run, but it may be no good because they've got the Fiend's Grip. He needs help, but he's not going to get it in time. And in goes the Abyssal. They've got the Ember locked down. There's too many stuns available. They might just have to call it. GG. Melody's seen enough. Hellraisers, they will be relegated, but Team Spirit, they are safe to move through to round 2 of the lower bracket for the EEU finals for the DPC. And what a series it was, Sean. Team Spirit. I mean, they looked a little bit rough around the edges last night, but well, now they just look fantastic.